Hello, everybody. We are done reviewing lap one, and surprisingly didn't have any penalties. I say surprised because I did the commentary for this, and lap one was well, it had a really rough start. But at the end of the day, the accidents were largely caused by three cars just not getting off the line, and unfortunately, incompetence at the start. Not actually a penalty. Kind of reminds me of the 2001 Formula One Austrian Grand Prix when like three cars just didn't get off the grid and things got messy. So it was basically that, and sure, there were like little bits and things that we could go over and talk about avoiding accidents, locking up the brakes, that type of thing, but nothing that would have really eliminated the carnage, unfortunately. So at the end of the day, the best solution for this would just be everybody actually gets off the line and we're all happy. There was one accident later on between Jeff Ecott and Ken Scott, but the accident saw Jeff Ecott be the one to go off track and hit the wall. And it's not so much that it was his fault that the accident happened. It's not so much that there would be a penalty otherwise, but it was that he was the only driver who could have prevented the accident. Ken was just there, essentially. Basically, it was a side-by-side action where Ken was on the inside, Jeff was on the outside. Jeff tried to squeeze him and make his way through, but he just basically had contact, and it might have even been like a net code issue, but there was no way for Ken to get off of his car, essentially, without doing something that would have been dangerous to the cars behind, basically slamming on the brakes and being highly unpredictable. So nothing Ken could have done to prevent it. Jeff punished himself by putting himself off the track, so no further stewarding action to be taken there. And otherwise, the lap was pretty clean. There was a little bit of bumping, a little bit of action, but nothing that brought the baleful eye of the steward to the deal. And the only thing that we had reported to us was basically a blue flag question, essentially. And we're going to go through this section based on the screenshot that we were sent, and we're going to talk about it. And I think the issue is that some people have the idea that the F1 blue flag rules are in effect. They are not. Number one, it's just not really feasible in anything but F1 to have the whole get out of the way type deal. And in sim racing, it's just not going to happen. We have people who have a little bit of draw distances. We have people who don't have a crew chief talking to them and communicating with the other crew chiefs. And the rules are very simple. If you are being blue flagged, you are to drive predictably as much as you can. You are to not defend, and that is it. And ideally, hopefully, you clear the blue flag within 3 times of it being shown. 3 track post marshals. And as far as I can tell, it happens here, but we'll walk it through it. I'll talk you through it. So here we are, Adam Komorowski in the pink car up ahead. This is Gunnar Ricks, who's running in 3rd place, I do believe. And we're approaching a bit of an awkward section here because this is a bit of an S's here. It's a little bit hard to get a clean run. And I'm guessing he's mad right about here. But there's anything Komorowski could do. Especially in these cars. These cars are very upset offline. But you can see he goes to the outside. Makes plenty of room. Lets the overtake happen. I guess the only thing would be maybe on the exit of that turn there. Let me have a look here. There'd be no penalty here, but there'd be worth having a look here from the upper view. No. He leaves room at all times for Gunnar to get through, and there's nothing wrong with this one here. That's just the only thing the only thing I can guess I can reiterate is this is not a Formula One race, and by which I mean there is no get the hell out of my way rule. That's not the blue flag standard that is in play. The blue flag and standard in play is be consistent, be predictable, and do not defend. Any kind of defensive movement would not be in there. There's no defensive movement there from Adam. Again, we can roll through it here. It's just a part of the track that it makes blue flags a little bit hard to hold hard to do. We checked out a couple others. There was like some similar issues throughout this section. It's kind of like catching people at the Suzuka S's is like my best example that I can give you. Is it's a little bit of an awkward spot. You could say that that's the first one, that's the second one, and then coming up here is the third one. But Adam goes wide. Again, leaves quite a bit of room to get the overtake done. And the thing to always remember is that the guys under blue flags are allowed to run their race. They don't have to highly compromise it. Now, there are circumstances, particularly Bathurst comes to mind, where you should probably be ready to give up a little bit of time to let people clear, because the Bathurst uphill section and the downhill section are really awkward to clear blue flags on. So the mountain and the Conrad straight often will be a lift off and move over type of deal. But there's nothing here that I would say that Adam should have done that wasn't done. Like cars are slower. There's going to be awkward moments where you catch them at bad spots. And that's really it. So no penalties to hand out. You guys are not really giving us a lot to work to do here. We're like 3 rounds in and 5 races, and we've had 5 reports. So, guys, if you see bad behavior out there, please report it. That's how we improve. That's how we can do it. Even if there's no penalty given out, I can do something like this and talk about why it's fine. But yeah, the only again, blue flags, not F1 standard. That's not what we're doing. There you go. See you next time.